See if we can edge a little closer. But check this out, eh? Far out. Crystal clear water. It's a sight for sore eyes. It feels like forever since I've seen something like this. Unbelievable. Let's go and check out the island, huh? Let's just chuck it in for now. This is about as high as the tide's going to get, and when it gets low, you know, it'll probably go low all the way up to the edge there, so the boat probably will be high and dry. But how good is this? It's a particularly nice island so far. Not sure where you're meant to camp. I guess you could just camp up here, not much shade. How these guys, everywhere I go, they're just slowly walking further up. No flying for you guys, eh? All these little fish. But the bird life here is amazing. Just flying around everywhere. Well, this looks lovely in here. Jurassic Park sounds. Yeah, it almost looks like that could be nesting ground, so I wouldn't want to go on here. I don't know. Yeah. As long as there's no nests under there, I don't want to go trudging through, but I'd happily set my tent up just here somewhere. Just right on the edge where it's sort of sandy, where it's not going to disturb any wildlife. Maybe just over here. Be nice to get this shade. Yeah, empty. I've always got the boat tent. Maybe just here. This looks pretty good. No burrows. Right here. This looks like it's been used before, actually. I think this is the spot. Right up against this tree. You get shade for a good part of the day. Doesn't look like there's any wildlife living here. Mate. No, that is a sweet spot. Right there. Up in amongst the different trees. Alright, move this guy down a bit. We need tent bag, and I guess that's probably about it for now. Yeah, but we might actually turn the sounder and everything off so we don't forget and run our battery down. There we go. Now we're good. How good is this little perch here? Get the tent set up, and yeah, we'll be sitting pretty. All right, getting sweating it up already. All right, well, that's a pretty amazingly tropical view right there, isn't it? So nice to be up here. Wasn't necessarily going to stop here, but where I sort of got to on the drive was quite a long drive, and I was feeling pretty cooked by the time I got to pull over last night. And then I checked the weather and it just looked a primo just right where I was. The sweet spot looked like it was going to be a bit further up the coast, but this is like amazing. One problem that did arise was okay, so on the drive up I was like, sweet, this is going to be great, I'll pick up some food. I usually pick up some food at like a Food Works or one of those like sort of more convenience store style supermarkets that they're usually open, you know, at the crack of dawn, and it's no problems. They've usually got some basics that I need. Anyway, I forgot that today is a public holiday, so none of them were open. So nothing was open. Only the big supermarkets were going to be open, and that was well and truly, like, I would have had to wait hours for them to open. So I was like, bugger that. So what we pulled in at a servo and they had cooking oil. But apart from that, we're basically living off what we catch because we didn't bring anything else. We've got some basics in there, like, you know, we got salt and pepper, cooking oil, vinegar, things like that. So we've got options to do anything, but that's about it really. I think I got some soy and wasabi. But yeah, so whatever we catch, we're going to eat, and that's pretty much what we've got to do. We've got nothing else to do for the next couple of days. I've probably got 2 to 3 days here, depending on how the weather's looking. I guess just like that. Do I even need to put the fly on? I reckon we might. Well, we'll think about it. Not meant to rain, but it is tropical, so you never know when it's going to hit you. You know what? I'm just going to leave it just like that. I'm not even going to put the fly on this time. And if we do need to, we'll panic and quickly put it on. But honestly, we're so protected and it's so hot, you know what I mean? Like, there's no real need to make it any hotter. And I got a feeling that once that sun sort of creeps around a little bit further, we might not be as shaded as we are now, so we'll see. For now, we'll just leave it like this. Don't even think we'll need pegs or anything. Ready? Yeah. No. If I don't have to, definitely not putting the fly on. It's too good. I did actually before just chuck a second anchor out as well, and it's just got the bungee on it. Basically just got some 8mm bungee and tied a bunch of knots in it. So as it stretches out, it's basically like a snubber, but yeah, like I guess you could get one of those, what is it, the boat buddy things, but and they stretch out a lot further, which would be cool. But I had the 8mm bungee here and I didn't feel like spending, you know, like the $100 and something it was. So we just made our own for now. But it's good because when the boat's sort of getting pushed in on the waves, not such a big deal here. But at that last anchorage, I only had a small piece of bungee and unfortunately it didn't do the job. But this 8mm should do a lot better job. But what it does is it just basically gives it some cushioning and keeps pulling the boat out when it's getting buffeted against the sand in the waves. But what I think we might do is, it's not quite shallow enough to walk, but I guess I can do that swim out. Might be nice just to have a snorkel and see if we can see any life as well in the shallows, and we'll just make our way out to the edge and we'll go for a spear along this edge here because we are going to need something to eat. How nice is this? water. This is amazing. Oh, okay. We are back and we are fishless. Well, we had a good dive. We saw lots of cool stuff. Right up in the shallows, we saw like that GT and a couple of other little GTs. There's a few cool things up in the shallows, but I can't really get back to that reef. I don't have big reef shoes or anything like that, so I don't really feel like walking all the way back out there again, because these booties, it was pretty torturous actually. It wasn't fun at all. It was quite painful. I thought it'd be a bit smoother, but there's definitely a section maybe for about 30 meters where it's like full on sharp coral rubble. So I don't think I'll just be walking out again. So what I need is to go out when there's enough water to get the boat out. I think I'll hit the fishing hard tomorrow, but tonight I'll just chill. I'm not starving to death, and truth be known, probably could lose a couple of kilos anyway, so we'll treat this as a fasting night. There we go. Have this on for the rest of the trip. A bit more sun smart. Hui! Sun is getting low. Jeez, who would have thought we couldn't get a fish out here, eh? Well, we could have got a fish, but I was just really gunning for coral trout, to be honest, and I just didn't quite see them. Maybe one that was legal. Oh well, tomorrow. Whoa, whoa. Tripped over. Okay. Well, here we are. Oh boy. Okay. That was a good sleep. It slept better than I have for weeks, I think. Because there's nothing to do on these trips necessarily once it gets dark and there's nothing going on. I basically fell asleep from like 8, somewhere around 8, and then yeah, all the way through to the morning. The bird life and the sounds, look, it's going off at the moment. Look, they're all just taken off, but there was a point where I woke up just before first light and it sounded like an eruption of like just feathers and activity, and it's just like they all just decided now's the time. They've chilled out a little now, but they're all just doing their do. Like a lot of them are grabbing little nesting things and like little bits and flying around. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's a hive of activity, that's for sure. Just insects and birds. But look at this. This is pretty special, isn't it? It's pretty stranded though for the time being, that's for sure. I'm definitely not going anywhere for a second. Look at my boat. It's like rock solid flat. Look, it's sunk down a bit. But yeah, so we're gonna have to wait quite a while. But what I was thinking I'd do is I might just go for a walk around and see if I can get to some edge and have a fish. See if we can get some kind of food for the morning. We'll try and flick. Obviously this is pretty shallow, I don't think there's much point, but if I can walk around this corner maybe, and maybe there's somewhere I can have a flick, might as well go for a little walk while we wait for the water to come back. But it looks like it's going to be a while. I think you should be enough for what we're dealing with. We could just go this guy, just the old faithful, the Titan. He always seems to get, you can see he's got some action. But this is the same lure I was using on the last trip on the islands with the boys. And yeah, usually comes through. So we'll stick with that formula. Alright, let's go for a flick. If we can find somewhere to flick. It'll be interesting. Looks sandy here, but then it gets to coral rubble and it's just death on the feet. And I got tough feet and they were not enjoying it. It was hard. And I had little, they're only 2mm socks on, so they didn't give me much protection, but they definitely did give protection, and I was still feeling it. So yeah, not doing that again. Yeah, looks like more of the same, really, doesn't it? Maybe we can try and walk out. Oh, geez, yeah, I don't know. Still a bit of distance. Maybe we go back and have a cup of coffee. No, this one goes straight to rubble pretty quickly. This isn't even the hard stuff. Yeah, nah, this is not going to happen. We need shoes. Why don't we bring shoes again? Well, that was a bit of a non-event. Ooh. The sun has made it to this side of the island, which is nice. Ooh, yeah. I think I was getting munched on by those ants. They're only little ones, but they're all over this log too. Where can I go? On the sand. Oy. Well, we'll just sit and watch the boat. Sit and watch that tide come in. Hasn't really made much ground, but once it starts going, it'll go fast. But we'll use that rock as a marking rock, the one that's just level with the water. You could use any number of them, but once that one goes underwater, we'll know we're getting somewhere. You can see something just cruising in the water just over there. I don't know if I'm close enough to get it, but I'm guessing it's a reef shark. It's hard to tell. got to be a shark of some sort. Almost there. I think I saw some movement there. Oh, it's ever so close. I think another minute or two. I guess I should go down and give it a shift. Well, we just come off the edge and look how clear and look, Jesus, it's out of control. But what I might do is just have a real quick flick back along this edge. Let's just see which way we drift for a second, and hopefully we drift that way. But if not, I can work with that as well. But let's get back on the edge and just slowly move along it and cast either way. What we're going to start with the hard body. Let's come in over the edge. Oh, there we go. We got something. Got to keep him up out of the holes. Geez, he came in pretty quick, didn't he? Stripey. Oh, not a bad one. That's an eater. Jeez, that could turn into the whole fish fry up. Yeah, look, he's the perfect size. Okay, mate. Look, I am hungry. If I wasn't so hungry, you might have a chance. But yeah, I seem to have misplaced my propper pliers. Look, totally just stabbed myself. Okay, not a bad stripey. That's a good start. But yeah, you're coming with, yikes. All right, let's just get him in the esky. We'll put him out of his misery and yeah. He is coming with me. I've got ice in their cooler so I can do the fish fry up later. I don't have to do it right now. Okay, he is taken care of there. There's plenty of ice still in there. I'll get him over that side where it's coolest. So clear. But we got to keep moving. How shallow. Ooh, real shallow. Alright, well, we can definitely get in, and there's that little sandbank that I could see. Wow, I can see a few fish darting around. Once we get in, it should actually get deeper in the centre. And we just need to get over this bit first. Well, we are here. How deep is it? 3.9. So, okay, almost 4 meters. Now on the map, what I really wanted to do is check out these big bommies, because I've been to another island or an atoll where these things in the center of the atoll hold fish. If there's fish here, I'm happy to stay here. And we've at least got lunch while we think about it for a sec. Big decisions, not sure what to do in regards of staying here or not. Thought I'd get a fish, but haven't had a fish yet. Had maybe, I don't know, 20 casts over this bommy here. And just out the back here, there's been a few splashes over here somewhere, but that could just be long times or nothing. Interesting. I thought it would be clearer and maybe, I'm not sure what I thought. But I'm at about the limit of my petrol, so I can't really go any further or go exploring anywhere else at this stage. So yeah, interesting. I'll have to make the call, but what we might do is we'll do that cook up and we'll make a decision, because I am getting hungry. We'll get our fish out. Just pop him up there for a sec, let him dry out a bit. The drier the better. Oh, I'm going to need to scale him now, aren't I? We'll do that too. Yeah, we'll just dip this whole thing in. Oh, look at that. What is that? Is that big fish or is it just long toms? Every now and then something just hits the surface. I wonder. Gotta sneak one in there. Generous salt and pepper. I'm definitely excited about this. Hunger's kicking in now. Wasn't really thinking about it, but now that there's a fish right in front of me about to get cooked, all of a sudden my body's reacting. Okay. Not too bad, we'll get it a little hotter. We'll start with the head. We made it, barely. We're going to lose the head. We're going to lose the head. Oh, straighten his tail a bit. Oh yeah, crispy. I reckon a little bit more salt. Oh boy, maybe we'll use fork and we'll leave that to cool and we'll come up to the front. Oh, how nice is the breeze up here. I'm missing out on that. I'll sit at the bow. Oh boy, but look at that. Let's not talk too much, let's just get straight in there and eat some, huh? Yum. Well, anything would taste good, I guess, wouldn't it, at this stage? But, oh, man, it is toasty. Oh, look at that. Yum. That's really good. Let's just grab that whole piece, huh? Oh. The fins are gone crispy. I'll get the wing. Oh. Well, that's absolutely delicious. It made me wait for it a bit, but it's making it taste twice as good. It's good to eat. I guess this might be the end of day one, I think. Day 20, or the end of the first 24 hours, I think. But I'm undecided as to what I'm doing. I'm in a pretty nice spot. Doesn't seem overly fishy. Maybe, I don't know. I've only got a very limited amount of time to make my mind up because high tide will come and go, and then I'll be stuck here whether I like it or not in the centre. And if there's no fish in the centre that I can catch on a rod and reel, I'm in a bit of trouble again. Well, not trouble, but I won't be eating again. So you'll find out in the next one, but yeah, we have to make a call after I finish this, and then we'll either hightail it out and figure out what we're doing, or we'll stay in here and get locked in for the night. Anyway, I'm going to finish this fish, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.